Hello, thank you so much for listening in. I am Samantha Yancey,
And I'm Alan Yancey.
and this is Ask a Massage Couple. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about aromatherapy for muscle aches and pains and stress.
And my subject will be dealing with sexual harassment.
Ooh, this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, and I'll even tell a story.
Uh-oh.
You might want to move the kids out of the room for this one.
Yeah, definitely. Well, scoot the kids out of the room, sit back, and let's get our session on.
Let's get it on.
Well, happy Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Yeah.
I've already labored on my Labor Day, Sam.
I know you did. You went and did a massage.
Yeah, is that against the law to labor on Labor Day?
I don't think so, considering that the people at McDonald's are laboring as well.
But you know, those people at Chick-fil-A were not laboring until 10:30.
I know, but you know what? That's Chick-fil-A. They've got very weird hours. I don't understand the not being open on Sunday thing.
Yeah, well...
I mean, I get it, but I don't get it.
Well, I tell you what you don't get. You don't get chicken minis.
That is for darn sure. That is for darn sure. And you know what pisses me off is that, you know, like when you wake up leisurely on a Sunday morning, that's when you want chicken minis. You wake up and want chicken minis, and that is when they're closed, people. It's so annoying.
Well, Sam, I'm thinking that chicken minis is an all-day affair. You know, I think if we just open a chicken mini
Oh, man.
store,
Dude.
that's all you do is just do chicken minis.
Dude. I would so be there so many times a day.
Well, you know, Chick-fil-A,
I mean-
do you know Chick-fil-A is at the new Georgia facility, right?
Well, yeah, and it's not open
Football.
on Sundays.
Which is kind of odd to me. It's kind of like the main reason why you're there, you're not going to be open for there. Which, you know, I understand God has something to do with it. We actually grew up in the same county as Truett Cathy.
Yeah, that's true.
I went to the original Chick-fil-A in Dwarf House, so
Mm-hmm.
and we know that he was really big in the First Baptist Church of Jonesboro, and
Right.
maybe God does not want us to have chicken biscuits and minis on Sunday. Have you ever thought about that, Sam?
Nope, sure haven't.
Neither have I.
Yeah. Either way, it's very sad.
It is sad.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily like some of Chick-fil-A's ideas and thoughts. You know what I mean?
Hey, Sam, here's a really bad thought that I was out today at Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Mint watermelon lemonade.
What?
Yes, that's an actual flavor.
Mint watermelon lemonade.
Yes.
Kind of think that we need to get this and test to see if it's really as gross as what it sounds.
Well, I think...
Mint watermelon.
Yeah. That is just two things that doesn't sound like it should go together. You know, I've been wrong before, you know. I mean, there's been a lot of times when I've said, man, that doesn't sound like it's going to be any good. And before you know it, I've eaten a dozen of them. But, you know, it doesn't need to be that good for me to eat a dozen of them. Well, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're starting and during the daytime at 12 o'clock.
I know, this is crazy. Normally we do it in the evening.
Yeah, and we tried to do it last night, but Sam ran out of steam.
I did. You know what? It was, yesterday was a very productive day.
Was?
Well, yeah. I mean, we woke up
Yeah.
and then started cleaning the house.
Yeah.
And it's weird because we actually ended up having company yesterday evening, which we definitely was not planning on having
Sam's
company.
cousins.
Yep, my cousin Sam.
Here chilling.
Yep. And her kids and her husband came
Yeah.
by. And it was the first time that they had been to our new house.
And we have a new ending for the show that we want to invite everybody to stay and listen to.
Yeah, so definitely get the kids out of the room for Alan's stuff, but then bring them
Bring
back
them
in
back.
for the end.
All right. For the very end.
The very, very, very end.
Right. Because we have a
Yes.
special
Yeah,
sign off.
instead of our outro music, we're going
Right.
to have a special.
And we, you know,
Outro.
if you want to vote for it, we can keep it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I'm totally cool with keeping it.
Oh, yeah, me too.
So let us know on Facebook or Twitter if you like our new outro.
Yeah.
And if you like it, we'll keep it.
You know what? And if you only vote once, that may be the vote.
Yeah, that.
Cousin Sam,
No.
this is your chance to make it happen.
What? Yeah, Cousin Sam, get on this, because I know you're listening.
You can phone it in.
Yeah. But it was kind of funny when I threw out on Facebook and Twitter, like, hey, I don't know what my topic should be.
Mm-hmm.
Should I do this or this? Like, at first I really only had 2 answers, and of course they were opposite. And then somebody else chimed in. And you know what? I started to do the other one last night.
Yeah, we got kind of bogged down.
Alan and I can't really... Now, let me say it like this. I'm about to say Alan and I can't really talk about money without, going towards each other. But it's not our money.
No, it's not our personal finances.
It's massage money in general.
It's what people should ask to their clients for money.
Right. I get very heated.
Oh, yeah.
Alan gets very passionate. And then it turns into a...
Yeah.
I don't even know
There's
what...
hissing involved. Stop it. And for long, we've decided, hey, we better, hang this one up for and come back to it.
Yeah, let's come back to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I hit a wall.
Yeah.
At 8-something in the middle of the recording. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, see, 8 o'clock is the middle of my day.
Yeah, and 8 o'clock is right about the time that I start winding down.
Yeah, so we've got different time clocks going here.
We really do. I mean, Alan stays up until 2 o'clock most nights.
Yeah, I'm a night person. I am a second shifter. I don't do mornings well.
And for me, by the time, once Don Lemon comes on, I've got about 20 more minutes until, I'm gone.
It's Snoozeville for Sam.
It's true. So, Alan, do you want to get started with your topic first, or do you want me to do mine first?
Let's wait for the sexual harassment to the end.
Yeah, so my topic is aromatherapy. And specifically somebody wanted aromatherapy for muscle pain and aches.
Yeah.
And then somebody else wanted for stress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you're going to throw in?
Here's the thing. I had planned on doing an entire aromatherapy episode.
Yeah.
Because as you know, I'm taking this clinical aromatherapy class. And it's really opened my eyes, just how much, when it comes right down to it, it's really just biochemistry. It really is just the chemicals that are in the aromatherapy is changing our chemistry. And I really love this.
Yeah.
Of my case studies that I've worked with so far, I have seen remarkable results, even with your blend.
Yeah.
With some of my blends that I've done for myself.
Yeah.
And of course this is years and years and years of just doing more intuitive aromatherapy work. Now that I'm actually able to apply the science, the actual chemistry behind it as well, I feel like I'm getting so much better, more focused, and just I'm taking this shit to new levels, man.
It is going to the next level.
It is going to so many higher levels up, and it's ridiculous.
You know what? I don't think this is a bad idea to throw out 2 or 3 subjects at a time.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be more receptive than trying to do this one podcast of essential oils, because this is going to be an ongoing thing.
Oh, yeah. Totally. But I want to do a topic where it's just aromatherapy chemistry.
Okay.
But
we'll be all awake for that one.
Yeah, that'll be down the road a little bit.
Yeah.
So, aromatherapy for muscle pain. Let me start that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, obviously, making sure that you have some really good oils. Yeah.
Sam has a opinion about this.
I can go on and on about this.
Yeah, we could have a whole podcast about her uppiness of essential oils.
My uppityness? Is that what you just said? Okay. Here's the thing, just point blank. I'm just going to leave it as
okay.
Just one little statement, and then that's it.
That's it.
Okay. if the company that you're buying your oils from
Yeah.
does not give you the gas chromatography and mass spectrometry results from testing their oil,
Right.
then you have no idea if it's a good oil or not.
Right. I mean, how many times have I said that?
You've never said that.
Well, that's the first time I've actually heard it. So.
But I mean, that's basically what it is. And there's a lot of companies out there that don't supply that, mainly because, number one, it can be kind of expensive to test all the oils in every single batch.
Are you trying to tell me that different companies have different types of quality of oils?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
Absolutely. Which the companies that I famously are kind of against.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Are we going to hurt people's feelings here?
We might. I mean, like I've been doing that pretty much since I started teaching aromatherapy.
Okay, let's hurt some feelings out there. Here we go.
I'm not going to say the names.
Aw.
Because you probably already know what they are.
I wanted to call out names so people would really feel, bad about
don't
selling the product.
There's no reason to do that.
Okay.
But when it comes right down to it, if they are not supplying you with those results, those test results, then there might be something up with your oils. And in a third-party tests, like across the board, those two particular companies come up with a whole lot more additives to make them smell stronger. And they're sister companies, by the way, so they're using the exact same oils. They're just branding it different.
So are you trying to say the oil is going to be different than I get at the dollar store?
No. Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to be able to find oil at a dollar store. But now you can find Aromatherapy is a brand name that is all right in Kroger.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the natural section of Kroger. I've also seen them at Ingles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. Now, of course, the only problem with that company is that they don't necessarily give out the reports. But if you call the company and ask for the reports, they'll send it to you, which is completely different from those other two companies that I'm referring to before.
Okay.
They will not supply you with those reports.
We must have reports.
Yeah, and that's kind of, well, there again, it kind of goes back to the chemistry. If you are actually using the essential oils for something that is therapeutic for the body, you need to know which chemical constituents are in there so that you know what it's going to do to your body. And if you're just kind of willy-nilly going off of what that company is teaching you about that oil, then you can't really trust it.
No, you can't trust anything willy-nilly. So.
Nothing willy nor nilly can you trust.
No, we've found that out.
Yeah. So, back to muscle pain.
Muscle pain.
So, if you have good quality oils,
okay,
and you know that you have oils that, are like high in some of the anti-inflammatory properties and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Now, is this something that I could apply to my clients if I chose?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely.
So there might be an upcharge that I could give to my clients about...
Yeah, well, I mean, actually, a lot of places will do that. They'll charge like $10 or $20 more for an aromatherapy massage.
Yeah, but...
Yeah. I add aromatherapy to my massage all the time
where
anyway.
I work, they have aromatherapy, but...
Yeah. Well, the place where you work actually has the Aromatherapy, which, like I said, is a good oil. You just have to call for each specific oil's reports.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not really scientific what was going on in where I work.
Oh, no. And that's part of the problem with aromatherapy and the way that it's kind of out there in mainstream, like Pinterest and that kind of stuff.
It's gotten very popular.
It has gotten very popular, but unfortunately the education behind it is lacking.
Yeah.
You pretty much have to go through a certification course to even know what in the world you're doing with it. And even then, a lot of the certification courses don't really go into the chemistry or as deep into the chemistry as you really should be doing if you are using this stuff for therapeutic purposes, which is a lot of what Pinterest, like recipes and that kind of stuff, are doing.
Right.
It's like, oh, you can use this on blah for burns or,
right.
That kind of thing. Like, hold on and make sure that you actually can. Get educated before you start putting stuff on, like, open gaping wounds.
Uh-huh.
I know. And this is also coming from somebody who, as a lover of aromatherapy,
Yeah.
I used to do really stupid stuff, mainly because I did not have the educational background to know differently.
But now you know better.
Now I know better.
Right.
I'm being a whole lot more cautious with it.
Right.
Okay, so once again, back to
Muscle
pains and
pains.
aches. Yeah. So, leaving the chemistry out of it
No
completely,
chemistry.
which, I could go down that road, but we're just not going to today.
That'd be Snoresville.
Yes, exactly. So a couple of the top notes that work well for muscle aches and pains: eucalyptus, sage, thyme, any of those.
Yeah.
And the middle notes, I'm a big fan of black pepper.
Huh.
I love black pepper. It has this kind of warming quality to the skin.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Black pepper, of course, chamomile, lavender, and rosemary.
Is there a particular amount that you put in, or is it intuitive amount, or is it a measured out amount? Is it
there is an amount that you want to stick to,
Okay.
and I'll talk about that in a minute.
Hold on.
Let's see. Now, of course, if you're having issues with like let's say edema, inflammation, that's usually when I start adding in the cypress and the juniper, because they really help with lymphatic flow.
Yeah.
Let's see. And as far as base notes, nutmeg, ginger, clove, those are usually like really good for that. Cedarwood is also really good. It helps to move things through the bloodstream nice and easy. Oh, and peppermint. But of course that one is considered a middle note. But peppermint really good for pain relief.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
now, do you apply this directly to the skin?
Well, no, you will want to put everything into a carrier oil, which there again, contrary to what some companies tell people, you should always have your essential oils in a carrier oil. Even some of the safe ones that we think is okay to put directly on the skin, lavender and tea tree, those can still be very sensitizing to the body. So
yeah, and everybody's different too. Every human body's different.
Absolutely. But tea tree especially, if it is oxidized even slightly, it can really wreak havoc on your skin. So be nice to yourself. Always put it in a carrier product. Now, if I was going to make a muscle blend, specifically for muscle pain, I would probably do eucalyptus, black pepper, lavender, rosemary, cedarwood, and ginger. And I would probably put a couple of drops of peppermint in there.
Okay.
When you are making this, the idea is that for every ounce of product you want to have, or a carrier product, you don't want to have much more than 10 drops per ounce. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that just like a base?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like across the board.
Okay.
If you're doing like a nice low percentile.
Yeah, and you don't want to go crazy on this.
No, you really don't. Especially the oils that I named off, those are pretty strong by themselves. So don't go crazy.
Don't go crazy.
I would stick to the 10 drops per ounce. And then I would go ahead and put it into either a massage lotion or massage oil. Or if you are making like a balm, then you can do like any of the butters and that kind of thing. Mix you up a little something so that it goes on kind of like a salve.
Oh, yeah, I like my salves.
I know you love your salves.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so that is what I would do for muscle pains.
Oh.
Yeah.
Way cool.
Yeah. And then the next one that people wanted was stress.
Big one. Who doesn't deal with stress?
Seriously, everybody does. So really when it comes right down to it, you want to go for any of the essential oils that, kind of calm you down and chill you out, right? My favorites are bergamot. I love bergamot because it smells like Earl Grey tea.
Yeah.
And sometimes it even smells like Fruit Loops.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's citrusy.
Okay.
Yeah. Really, any of the citrus oils are going to be good for stress because they tend to be lightening to the mood. to your mood.
Yeah.
Like orange can even help out with like inner child stuff. So it just makes you really childlike and happy, which is nice.
I need to be childlike.
No, you don't. Clary sage is good because it kind of gets rid of like negative emotions and that kind of thing. Lavender and chamomile, of course, those are the most soothing and calming. I'm a big fan of frankincense.
Who isn't?
Seriously. And of course, I think everybody knows that my favorite essential oil is jasmine.
Yeah.
It's the best.
It's also your favorite Disney character.
No. Neroli is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Rose, sandalwood, vetiver, and cedarwood.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know, if I was making a blend for myself right now, I would probably do neroli, jasmine, frankincense, lavender, clary sage, and bergamot.
But if you're doing a one for me, it'd be different, wouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
So each individual person, you can cater that blend to the personality of that particular person.
Yeah, absolutely. And exactly what they have going on.
That's what you need by knowing and studying the effects. And
Yeah. Because the thing is that like some of these are better for anxiety and some of them are not better for anxiety. They're better for depression. Because they are good for both of those. It's going to help with stress.
Right.
But you need to know exactly what is going on with somebody and what that oil does.
yeah, I think that's some of the reason why some people say, I've tried it, it just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, me too.
I think so. Well, and also they're probably, let me say it like this, if they're not using quality oils and they're not,
And they're diluted.
if they're diluted either from the manufacturer or they don't have the appropriate measurements for what they're doing, then yeah, that can be an issue.
Purity matters.
Purity really does matter, yeah. And then also, like, if they're just not taking into consideration the chemistry involved, you know.
Right.
And also, like, there are different chemotypes of essential oils, meaning that there's the chemicals that are in lavender.
Yeah.
Sometimes a lavender can have more of this one particular chemical in it than another one, and it can make it change slightly.
Right.
So if they're not using the one that is specifically the best for what they're trying to use it for, then yeah, of course they're not going to get very good results.
And I think it also has to do with each individual's chemistry is different.
Yeah.
And so everybody's going to have a different reaction
Yeah.
to whatever, whatever you're making.
I'm really starting to think of aromatherapy as more like a compound pharmacy.
Yeah, it's more of a personalized thing than, one spray fits all.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's not something you could go buy at the drugstore and spray it on.
No.
It's something that you need somebody that will kind of diagnose you
Yeah.
into getting the best results.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I'm doing with my course are these case studies where people tell me exactly what is going on with them that I am trying to blend for these things. And each time I do it, like, it takes a lot of research to figure out exactly which oils should work for them, for what medications, their occupation. I have to have everything considered.
All right.
I'm having a lot of fun with them, mainly because I've only had one of them not have the best results.
Yeah.
But the great thing is that knowing that and looking back at what I blended for this person, I'm seeing that I really should have used like a couple of other things instead of the ones that I used.
Right. There's ways that you can fix it or try
Exactly.
different routes.
Exactly. In the same way that your doctor is going to prescribe you something and then it doesn't quite work for you.
Right. You
So
try
they-
something else.
Yeah, so they give you something else. Exactly. Now, of course, my liquid Xanax blend
Yeah.
is probably my best seller.
Of course.
I've had a lot of people, just fall in love with that one.
I like the liquid Xanax better than real Xanax.
I agree with that, yeah. Because real Xanax makes you kind of dopey.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah. But the liquid Xanax blend has lavender, vetiver, clary sage, and bergamot.
Yummy.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, Sam, you've made a blend for me for my tinnitus.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what, it may not as help as much as, but I really love the smell.
Yeah, and like sometimes, like smell alone, I don't think people really understand that that has a lot to do
Yeah,
with your mental emotional state. I mean, the limbic system that houses your memories and emotions
yeah,
is so connected to smell. And if you like a smell of something, then that can really change your psychology.
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Who hasn't smelled something that remind them of their past?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we
Yeah.
all go through this when we smell something that reminds us of something that we grew up with, or a food or a smell that goes back to a different time,
Mhm.
and so which is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yay, fun!
Yay, fun. So, that's my topic.
And now we go from fun topic to,
You're the one who chose it.
well, the reason why I chose it because I think it's important.
It is.
I mean, it's something
Yeah.
that every single massage therapist, if they do it for any length of time, is going to come across.
Yeah, you're probably going to experience sexual
Yeah, you
harassment at
are.
some point.
And we're talking about from your clients.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to tell you my worst experience ever from a client.
Mhm.
And after looking back on it, I could have handled things better.
Yeah.
I could have.
Oh my goodness. I mean, like my first one, I freaked out and like kind of went crazy.
Well,
So, I mean,
I'd even been I'd already been in the business for about 6 or 7 years when mine happened.
yeah.
But I was just not prepared for it.
Yeah.
And so
Well, in
it
that
kept me
particular
off guard.
scenario, you kind of can't prepare for that.
Yeah,
That was
but
awkward all the way around.
yeah, but I want each massage therapist out there to know that you are the one in control of the massage. You decide when to end the massage when you want to,
Mhm.
and you decide what's uncomfortable, even if it doesn't seem uncomfortable to other people.
Yeah.
You decide when this is inappropriate, and what you do is easy. You leave.
Yeah.
You
Hand-
get your hands off,
Hands off. Step
walk,
away from the
step
table.
away,
Leave.
and leave. And you can tell the client get dressed, and they'll
Yeah.
this massage is over.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't matter what they say at this point. You just
Yeah.
keep walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't say, well, blah blah. No, no. You don't respond back.
Goodbye.
Do not respond back.
Yeah.
You move in. You go and talk to your manager.
Mhm.
Even if they don't respond to it, we want to make sure that nobody else gets this person too.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I have been at spas where they'll just move it to another person.
Oh my God, that's so annoying.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
They should just not allow those people to come back. And if it's bad enough, you call the police.
Yes. Exactly.
But I'm going to tell you the story of my worst sexual harassment or sexual problem I had with a massage.
Sexual problem you've had with the.
A person that
I'm
came
not-
on to me.
I know. I'm messing with you. Did he actually come on to you, or did he just come onto the table?
Well, Sam, that could go all kinds of different directions.
Oh,
Just
my
heard
goodness.
if you just heard what you said, that could just
Yeah. Don't listen to me.
yeah, I'm not listening because it could have, but I didn't check. Okay, put it that way.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm going to start back from the beginning, okay? And this is a lesson I want people to understand that you can't always judge a person, even if you think you know them.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this before about being mobile massage and not knowing the person and feeling uncomfortable. And most all my massages are word of mouth. Most all of them.
Yeah.
And this one was word of mouth also.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I had met this person at a Thanksgiving dinner
With his wife and
with
kids.
his wife and daughter.
Yeah.
And I sat next to him and we talked about massage. And we talked about, he talked about church. And, we talked about things. And then the very next day, I got a call from this person. And now get this, his wife is a massage therapist.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, I forgot to tell you that.
What?
I know.
What?
This makes the whole story even stranger.
That is even stranger.
Okay?
What the hell?
I know.
Okay.
But you'll find out later why, he probably didn't want a massage from his wife. Because it sounds like he didn't want anything else from her either.
Oh my. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So he came and to my house.
Mm-hmm.
I let this person into my house, didn't get any vibes at all. And I thought I'm pretty good at this. I'm older. I've dealt with a lot of people. I thought I had my kind of my gear, my eyes, open, saying, "Hey, you're not going to get one past me. I'm going to, I know what's going on."
Right.
Had none of it. Had none of it. So regular, like I always do, talking about what's hurting, where and we started face down on the table, and he told me his lower back hurt, and so I understood that we're going to do some lower back, maybe some glute stuff, and
Yeah.
I'd already mapped out my mind, kind of an idea that I made sure that I wanted to go over. But then, like every massage, I just try to blank everything out.
Right.
I have I try not to think of anything that would interfere with me, feeling what's going on. So, a lot of times I'm slower to react because my eyes are closed and I'm just not watching. Most people, I think, massage therapists watch their massage. I very seldom see any of my massage.
Yeah, you've got your eyes closed throughout the entire time.
Right.
Pretty much.
And so the man went face down on my table, and he didn't wear any underwear, which is not alarming. I mean,
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
no big deal. I've had a lot, that does not bother me. And he was laying down, and I was starting to work on his back, doing some Swedish long strokes down his back. And then I felt his lower back, like I thought was a muscle spasm. I see, this is how far off I'm at. I'm thinking, oh my God, this guy really needs a massage.
Yeah.
This guy's having muscle spasms. I'm saying, I'm sure I'm glad he came to my table.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really needs this. And so I was kept doing a massage, and then I opened my eyes because I wanted to see what was going on.
Yeah.
And his muscle spasm looked a lot like somebody humping my table. You know what I'm saying? But, I didn't put two and two together. That's how stupid I am. Because it was not even, farthest thing from my mind.
It's not that you were stupid. You just weren't thinking
No,
that
I
way.
was not thinking that at all.
Especially when you know that his wife was a massage therapist. He should know better.
Well, I'm thinking, he needs some deeper tissue. That's why he's coming to me and wanted to, that's why he wanted a massage from me.
Right.
And so I didn't really pay attention to it for the first couple of times. And then the fourth or fifth time, I said, I think this guy's humping my table.
Oh, my God.
And what do? And see, I understand how people feel because when I first saw it, I didn't want to, say, oh, this is not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to give that person the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, like you kind of go into denial.
Yeah, kind of like, oh, yeah, this, I'm reading this wrong.
Happening. Yeah.
It's me. I'm going to go a little bit, few more minutes.
Right.
Maybe there's something that I don't know about. Maybe there's something going, and especially, when you were talking about somebody that, you thought you met and knew.
Right.
And so it's not like, a stranger.
Stranger danger.
Yeah, this definitely was stranger danger. And so I was still doing this back, and did some deeper tissues, and the humping calmed down.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm thinking, well, this must be working, did I see something wrong?
Yeah.
If it's me?
Maybe it was him shifting because he didn't want his low back to go into spasm.
Right, or maybe, he's shifting for other reasons.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And here's the mistakes, folks. This is where it all went wrong.
Yeah.
I asked him to roll over.
Oh, my God.
And when he rolled over, there was no mistaking what this guy was doing.
Yeah.
Because his membership was at full staff. Not only was that, Sam, he was participating with the membership at the time.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, and at that time, it freaked me the F out.
Oh, my God. I would have left the room so fast.
I know. You're here. This person's in your house.
Yeah.
You invited them in your home.
Yeah.
And then this guy...
What the fuck are you doing? Get off my table.
I was looking for a second, and then again, it's kind of like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like, now it gets worse from there on.
Oh my God, you kept going?
No, this was, and then he did it, a couple of times. Sam, this is the worst now. People walk away.
Oh my God. Okay.
He smelled his fingers.
Ew.
And at that moment,
Like, and goodbye.
Audi, my friend.
Oh my God.
I walked out and said, hey, I forgot. I had another client coming. You need to get dressed and go.
Oh my God.
And so I walked outside, the bedroom door, shut the door, called a friend on the phone.
Don't call it a bedroom door.
Well, it was at the house. It was the massage room.
Yeah.
And so I closed the door, called a friend on the phone, and says, I've got a freak on my table. You're not hanging up until this guy leaves my house.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was still talking to this person, and he came out and he wrote me a check, and all the time I was on this person. Oh, you're right down the road? Okay, well, that's cool. I'll see you in a few seconds. But hold on for a second. I need something I need to ask you. And so I left them on the phone while this guy left my house.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh my God.
did I ever think this would happen to me? Not really. But the thing is, Sam, and you know this for experience in our business,
Yeah.
females get a lot more than men.
Yeah, we do. I've had a lot of situations that, oh my goodness, just kind of like freak me out when I think about it now.
Yeah, the thing is, so we want to empower the massage therapist.
Yeah.
We want to let you know that you're the one in charge of this massage.
I will say this, when you say empower the massage therapist, the last time that something like this happened to me, I saw red.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it used to be uncomfortable. It used to be kind of like, this is weird. Now it's just, I'm mad.
I got so pissed,
Right.
and it was at a hotel.
Ugh.
Yeah. I had been contracted out to go to a massage at a hotel,
Yeah.
and it was a nice hotel. It was like one of the nicer hotels.
Not Motel 6?
No, and I was doing massage on this dude in like not necessarily the penthouse suite, but it was like it was the biggest one, like on the like second to top.
It was
floor.
not the cheap seats.
No, like I didn't have to like move a dresser out of the way.
Yeah.
There was enough open space. But yeah, like this dude was talking to me about his wife, his kids, and all that stuff, and then started, doing stuff. And I lost it. I told him to get the fuck off my table, to get dressed. I was going down to the lobby, and someone would be coming up to get my stuff.
Yeah.
And when I got down to the lobby, I went to the reception desk, and I was like, somebody needs to go up to room blah, 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 because Mr. And like I actually even said his name. Just started touching himself during the massage. And I'm not going back up there. Somebody go get my shit.
So somebody actually, like a bellhop or whatever, went and got your table?
Yeah. It was like this big guy.
Good.
Like, like took the little cart thing to go get all my stuff. And he was like, okay, ma'am, what do you need? And I was like, you can leave the sheets there. They're not mine anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But I need the table. I need the face cradle. I need the long bolster thing. All of that and the case needs to come back down here.
Right.
And it's kind of interesting, like when the times before, and I only really had like about 3 other times before that I felt funky about stuff.
I told you my worst one, but I've had other men and women come on to me.
Oh yeah.
On the massage table.
Yeah. I mean unfortunately, it's. Here's the thing, folks. We live in a society where sex is not, in some ways, honored the way it really should be.
And they make it dirty, and it should just be something that is, part of being a human being.
Yeah, exactly. And when people feel like some of their desires and stuff are not appropriate, then sometimes people act out. And then, of course, if they're not getting loving, nurturing touch from someone at home or if they don't have anyone in their life, then they're looking for touch in other ways.
And then most of them, though, are just assholes.
And then you have the assholes.
Yeah,
yes.
which I put most of them in that category.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they're trying something with a therapeutic massage therapist and not a masseuse, then they're...
The other night, I went to talk in front of a class about massage therapy, a new class.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the gentlemen after class came up to me and said, "Do you ever have men think that you're homosexual?" I said, "All the time."
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care. That I really do not care.
Yeah.
In fact, I have a friend of mine who is still my friend, and I met him through massage, came and asked me, are you homosexual? And I said, no. And he's still my client today.
Yeah.
So that doesn't bother me at all. Because a lot of people see men in this business, and they think that it's a feminine, or, we're going to be leaning towards that direction.
Because there again, it goes back to that loving, nurturing touch. Yeah. Obviously, somebody masculine couldn't give a loving, nurturing touch without being
sexually excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the thing is, Sam, and one thing you're funny that you told the story about, that you got mad and ran down there and told them. When I first started massage, it was very awkward.
Yeah, exactly.
It was awkward because, you thought, did I do something?
Exactly. You start, kind of going over every single thing that you said, how you were dressed.
Right.
And honestly, a lot of times that really doesn't even matter. You still want to dress appropriately.
Yes.
But sometimes it really does not matter. And at that point with this, I had just had it to I was just at the point where I was done, I was pissed, and it was almost like I was screaming it to the universe, this is not going to continue, fuck you.
Yeah, it's kind of like, now we've been in the business, we just don't have any toleration for it.
I really don't.
Yeah, we have zero.
I really don't.
Yeah, we don't have any.
Some of my students, they still want to make sexual jokes and that kind of stuff, and man, I'm not having it.
No.
I'm like, what did you just say? Yeah, you need to stop talking like that right now.
Yeah.
Because, and here's the thing, at the end of the day, if something were to come up between you and a client where they are saying something against you, and you are a male massage therapist, and people know for a fact that you make crude jokes and that kind of stuff, then if something were to come up and they do background check on you and ask your friends and family and
how does
former
he act
coworkers
around the office?
Does he make sexual innuendo jokes and that kind of thing? If it comes out that you do, it's more than likely going to sway in the client's direction, even if nothing happened.
Well, I'm going to let you know, as massage therapists out there, especially men, I have been accused of not sexually harassing, but making someone feel uncomfortable, saying that I was looking at them when they rolled over. And,
Which is weird because you usually turn your back.
I turn my back.
Which I've always found that to be strange because, you don't help with the sheet whatsoever.
You know what? I make sure that I'm, where I'm at now, I'm doing something as they turn over so they have freedom to turn over.
Yeah.
I know you're supposed to lift it up, but you know what? I go very ultra-conservative.
You do.
And I don't want anybody to catch anything.
Let me step out of the room while you turn over.
You know what? I had a lady do that one time that massaged me.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, Sam, it was my first massage I ever had.
Huh.
Do you remember that really short lady that used to be at ASM, and then she worked at that place down by where you used to live?
Yes.
That was the person.
Oh, that was my second massage.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird. Yeah. Man, she whooped up on my my pecs.
Well, she didn't whoop up on anything on me. But we wanted to tell massage therapists, this is something that's important, is that don't blame yourself.
Yeah, don't
walk out.
Walk out.
You know what? And money's not worth it.
It's not. I have the mindset that if someone tries anything and I leave the massage, I don't want to get paid for that session. You know?
Well,
Because then it could be
like
misread as
paying for
exactly.
pay for play.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to have anything to do with their money or them or their energy.
Well, see, if you remember the early in the podcast, Sam and I argue about money.
Oh yeah.
I always take people's money.
I know you do. I know you do. But see, I don't want that energy.
I don't. I don't want their energy. I just want their money.
Yeah, no. I will not take money in
I
that
made
situation.
that guy pay me.
I don't. No, I don't want that. But I would make it very clear, like I don't want your money. Get out.
No, I have. It says, well, you've wasted my time and my hour. It's my time. You're going to pay for that time. See, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I could be making money. You decided to do this. Well, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Just two ways of looking at it.
Yeah. We just have different ways of looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't want massage therapists to get out of school and get into the industry and think, that like every single client's going to be like this, because they're not. Like, I've had 4 in my, almost 15-year career.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, the last one, when I got pissed, that was the last one.
Yeah, you just don't put up with it.
Well, and also, like, I make sure that I put out an air of, this is professional,
right?
And fuck you if you think otherwise,
right? And if they try to lead you to any other conversation besides
Absolutely
that,
not.
You just go in a different direction.
Yeah.
And if they continue, we say, this is
like asking about relationships.
Right.
Are you married? That kind of stuff. Do you ever have clients hit on you?
Yes, I've had that one many times. I've had.
Yes, and I immediately end the session because I will not take sexual harassment from a client.
I've had more than one ask me if it makes me horny.
Oh my dear fucking God!
No, they have asked, does massage make you horny? I say no, especially after doing 5 or 6 a day. It doesn't make me anything.
Fuck you. Oh my God, that is so annoying.
The thing is, if people don't understand, especially if you've been in this business for a long time, we do not want to see you naked.
Seriously.
There's nothing sexual we want to do with you.
No.
We want you to have a good massage and leave.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we want you to have a good experience with a therapeutic massage to get off the table and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want anything else from you.
Oh my God. Crazy.
But I'm hoping that us bringing it out in the open, especially for new people who are starting, don't be afraid to walk out.
And if you suspect that they are thinking anything, hands off, step away from the table. I need you to get dressed now. This session is over.
Right.
Walk out.
Yeah, and don't. They'll try to talk to you.
No, just leave.
Just leave.
Just leave.
Yeah.
And then if you are at home by yourself, get somebody on the phone.
Right.
Like, make sure that they are staying on the phone with you while you tell that person to leave.
And see, Sam, that's the other thing. I'm glad you brought that up, because the people who are doing mobile massage always let somebody know where you're at.
Yes.
What address you're at.
Yes.
How long it's going to be.
Yes.
Because
and I will call you when I'm
call
done.
you when it gets out. And I think people who do mobile massage personally, I think your radar has to be a little bit more perked up than if you live in a spa. I mean, work in a spa. If you live in a spa, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, I mean, if you're doing mobile, be extra careful.
Right.
Make sure that somebody knows your whereabouts at all times.
When Sam gets a new client that we're not familiar with, even if it's word of mouth, I go with her.
Yeah.
And we check it out. And if we don't feel comfortable, we just keep riding.
Yeah.
If you go by a house and you just don't feel comfortable, just keep riding.
Now, I will say this, that like after a long time of doing massage, and doing some of the energy work that I've like done, my intuition is, it's up there.
Yeah. Now that the thing that happened to me after I'd been in there for about 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Now my feeling now with people, I know right off the bat, Usually within the conversation, I know if they call for a massage, I know what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And so,
you can tell by how they're talking about it.
And, make sure that you're telling every client that you do therapeutic massage.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're not thinking anything else besides, I'm going to get a therapeutic massage.
Right. Ugh.
I know. It's creepy, but it's one of those things we have to deal with.
Yeah, it is. It is. And, if this is something that, like, you're scared of, I mean, here's the thing. You're more than likely going to attract it just because that's what happens.
Right.
But the great thing is that you'll attract it a couple of times, and then you'll know how to handle it, and
right.
then it won't happen anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Because you just want to allow it.
Yeah. And then if it does, you know exactly what to do, and it doesn't affect you as much.
Well, Sam, I'm hoping that we helped some people today.
I hope so.
We want to feel like if you, during a massage, you are empowered to end that at any time for any reason.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one in charge of that hour. They're not.
Absolutely. And you know what? Tell us how you think about this episode.
Yeah.
Have you had a situation like this, and what did you do?
Right.
Anything that we could have said to make this a little bit more clear to new massage therapists that are just coming out?
Yeah, and if you're worried about your job, there'll be other jobs.
Oh, yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, if that person does not back you up, you don't need to be working there either.
Oh my God, that is so true.
Right.
That is so true. Yes.
Because
Preach.
I worked with one person who did not back it up.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye-bye.
Yep. All right. So, if you have any comments, questions, concerns.
Yeah, where can they get that at?
Well, if you go on Facebook,
yeah.
Ask a Massage Couple.
Right.
Is our Facebook page.
Wow.
Of course, Twitter, we are...
Do I have access to that?
What, Facebook or Twitter?
Yeah, either or.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Twitter is A Massage Couple.
A Massage Couple.
A Massage Couple. You can find us there. We are on Instagram, but,
We're not Instagramming it yet.
I'm not very good at that, no.
You're good at making those pictures, though.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's so much fun.
Sam spent a whole day Instagramming her face.
No, so I did not realize that Snapchat had so many filters.
Yeah.
Man, I'm having so much fun with that.
Yeah, I have seen 1,000 filters.
It's so true. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Anyway, but yeah, Facebook, Twitter, and then of course our website, Ask a Massage Couple, at Libsyn.
Right.
And we also have our really cute outro.
Our new favorite ending of our show.
Provided by my cousin Sam's kids, Stella and Elena. And this is how we feel about anyone who sexually harasses massage therapists.
Right.
This is how we feel.
This is how we feel.
I got some.
Okay.
Facebook, 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 Facebook,